Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Chase Chrisley blatantly disrespects Savannah's parenting. Has Chase Chrisley blatantly disrespected his sister, Savannah Chrisley's parenting job? She has been raising her two youngest siblings, Chloe and Grayson, since their parents went to jail in January 2023. So what is Chase saying that is a jab at his sister? Keep reading for more details. Chase Chrisley blatantly disrespects Savannah's parenting. For years, Savannah and Chase Chrisley were immensely close. They starred on Growing Up Chrisley together and would travel all over, having the best time. Even after their parents, Todd and Julie Chrisley, went to jail, they supported each other to no end. They even worked in real estate together, but it seemed that they had a falling out. Chase did not attend the family's 2024 holiday trip, and fans wondered what went wrong. He was getting into trouble and even landed in the hospital, but is now living a sober life. Chase is happy with his girlfriend, and it appears that the family feud is over. However, Chase may have just reignited it with a social media Mother's Day posting. He celebrated his mother, Julie, and his two grandmothers, one being Nanny Faye. Chase and Nanny Faye are known for getting into trouble, and fans think that they should have their own show. Unfortunately, Chase left Savannah out of his mother tribute. It is unclear if that was intentional, but it was definitely a slight given that she prides herself on being an amazing mom. She just took Chloe to Target for hair products, but fans bashed her for not catering to her sister's specific needs. For Chase Chrisley and his Mother's Day tribute, it seemed he was talking to the women who shaped him as a man. Since Savannah never raised him, it makes sense that she was not included. However, he could have given her a shout-out just for taking on the responsibility of a mom. Rather, it feels like he was not acknowledging what she had done, or think she has done with the kids. Fans miss the Chrisleys. After seeing Chase Chrisley's beautiful and sweet tribute, fans could not help but note how much they missed the family. They have not had their television show, Chrisley Knows Best, since shortly after Todd and Julie headed to jail. Fans love seeing Chase and Nanny Faye, as well as Julie Chrisley, beaming and smiling. However, one fan stated that Chase should have acknowledged Savannah. The Chrisley family has always been a dramatic blend of love, loyalty, and controversy, a perfect storm made for reality television. But this time, a rift has opened up not between the patriarch and the rest, or the kids against their parents, but between the two closest members of the clan, Chase Chrisley and his big sister, Savannah Chrisley. The controversy: parenting, or at least how Savannah is attempting to fill a role much bigger than herself, and how Chase feels about it. In the wake of their parents' legal battles and eventual imprisonment, Savannah Chrisley stepped into the role of caregiver for her younger relatives, Grayson and Chloe Chrisley. It was a dramatic upheaval for a woman in her 20s, meant to be in the prime of her youth, developing her career, friendships, and future. Instead, she chose family first, honoring her vow to keep her family together and raise her brother and young niece in a loving, stable environment. But now it seems her greatest critic might be the person who should be her greatest supporter, her own brother, Chase. The rising tensions between brother and sister. For years, fans fell in love with the charming, mischievous dynamic between Chase and Savannah on their spin-off series Growing Up Chrisley. The two seemed to be best friends, always bantering, always having each other's back. But a dramatic shift has come about in their relationship in the past few months. Sources close to the family say that Chase has grown increasingly frustrated with the way Savannah is calling all the shots at home, particularly when it comes to parenting decisions for Grayson and Chloe. According to those sources, Chase believes Savannah is trying to be their mom instead of their sister,
Not that Chase
and
doesn't
it's causing
appreciate
what
dramatic
Savannah is
rift
trying
in
to
their
do.
bond.
He just feels it's a delicate balance. There's a fine line between caregiver and overreach, and in his view, Savannah crossed it a long time ago. The controversy came to a dramatic head last weekend when a heated exchange between the two was captured by a friend of the family and later made its way online. The video, which quickly went viral on TikTok and Twitter, shows Chase openly challenging Savannah in their own home. "Who made you the mom?" Chase demanded, his face a mixture of disbelief and indignation. "Who put you in charge of everyone's life all of a sudden?" The rawness of the moment struck a chord with fans, many of whom were surprised and divided by the showdown. Some supported Chase, arguing that Savannah was overstepping her bounds, while others insisted her actions were a necessity in the face of their parents' absence. Behind the disrespect, brother-sister conflict rooted in fear and grief. To outsiders, this might seem like a simple power struggle. But those close to the Chrisley family say there's a deep thread of fear and grief tying their conflict together. It's not that Chase is trying to undermine Savannah just to be a jerk. It's that this whole situation is a painful, dramatic upheaval for him. His parents are gone, his world has been turned upside down, and now his sister is acting more like a parent than a sibling. It's a role reversal that feels threatening and confusing for him. Some say Chase feels powerless to bring back his parents, powerless to control his own future, powerless to protect his little brother and niece from growing up without their dad and mom. His backlash toward Savannah then is less about her parenting and more about his own struggles to find a place in this new normal. Savannah sighed, rising to the challenge she didn't ask for. Meanwhile, from Savannah's view, this isn't a role she chose. It's a role she was forced into by circumstance. She has made countless sacrifices in her career, relationships, and lifestyle to make sure Grayson and Chloe have stability and love in their lives. "It's not about me trying to control everyone or to be a mom when I'm not supposed to be. It's about me honoring the promises I made to my parents, promises to keep this family together, and to be there for the people who need me most." Savannah finds herself battling not only the judgment of the outside world, but now her own brother's doubts about her motives and capabilities. It cuts steep. Chase's criticism feels less like constructive feedback and more like a rejection. A rejection not just of her choices, but of her ability to be a caregiver in the first place. Fans take sides. Who's right in the Chrisley conflict? As soon as the video went viral, the Chrisley army divided. Some rushed to Savannah's side, praising her maturity and toughness in the face of overwhelming responsibility. Others nodded in agreement with Chase, arguing that there should be clear boundaries and roles within a family, and that a sibling should be a sibling, not a parent. Supporters of Chase say, Savannah crossed a boundary. She's not their mom, she's their sister. It's unfair for her to shoulder all this. It's a huge responsibility, and Chase is seeing firsthand how much it's hurting their relationships. Meanwhile, Team Savannah argues. She stepped up when no one else did. Without her, the kids would be in foster care. How can Chase undermine her when she's making huge sacrifices to keep their family together? Turning point or breaking point? Where will they go from here? This rift signals a dramatic crossroads for the Chrisley family. The question now hangs in the air. Will Chase and Savannah fight a way back to their close bond, or will this dispute drive a permanent wedge between them? Some close to the family say this might be a turning point, a chance for the two to reassess their roles and find a way forward together. Ideally, Chase and Savannah will come to appreciate each other's struggles, resolve their differences, and unite once again in service of their family's future. But the road to reconciliation is messy. Chase's doubts cut deep, and Savannah's resolve has been hardening in the face of criticism. There are no easy answers here. Whatever the future holds, this controversy underscores a universal reality. When tragedy strikes, the people left to carry it forward often find their greatest struggles within their own family. Final thoughts. The Chrisley family had a turning point.